Hello, I am Marisha. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to join me. Today I'm going to share with you 2 holiday cards I created using stencils to create an embossed background. Let's go ahead and get started. To create my first background, I'm going to use scrapbook.com's Peppermint Winter Stencil. I'm using Spellbinder's Platinum 6 machine and the instructions that are listed on the platform as a guide to help me build my sandwich to emboss my panel. I do encourage you though to play around with your sandwich. I know for me, I added this shim to help me get a deeper impression of the snowflakes. And here is a result of the stenciled embossed background. Next, I'm going to use scrapbook.com's wavy circle shape die to die cut from a variety of colored cardstock and gold. This next die set is absolutely adorable and one of my favorites. This is the gingerbread cookies die set, also from scrapbook.com. And to give them that realistic look of a cookie, I am going to use my Copic markers. For the assembly of the wavy background, I'm going to bring in 2 circle die cuts. The larger die cut I'm going to use to add the gold frame. The smaller one, I'm not, because I'm not going to add the gold frame. I'm now going to adhere the gold frame around the edge of the circle cutout, and then from there I'm going to position the wavy die cuts on the circle. Once I'm happy with the pattern, I'm then going to adhere the waves to my circle. Now I'm going to bring in this project grip mat from scrapbook.com, and off camera I use the Fa La 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 die to die cut from white cardstock twice and black mirrored cardstock, and I'm going to stack the layers. So once I position the first layer on my mat, I'm then going to apply the liquid adhesive, and then from there I'm going to adhere the next layer, and then I'm going to repeat the step by adding the liquid adhesive and then applying the top layer. I enjoy using this mat to stack my layers. I know for me, every now and then when I'm stacking my layers, it can be a little hassle sometimes. So at least with this mat, it holds my sentiment in place and allows me to easily align the layers of my sentiment. And not only stacking sentiment die cutouts, but other die cuts that have layers as well. And now it's time to adhere all of the elements together for my card. So I decided to add foam tape to the back of the gingerbread men, and I'm going to adhere them to my wavy circle background. I'm then going to adhere the elements to my embossed background. And then from there, I'm going to adhere the card front to my card base, which is a 4¼ by 5½ inch top folding card. Now, I have to tell you, both of these cards were very quick and easy to make. And that's my type of holiday cards. Well, actually, any card, okay? I love quick and easy. Quick and easy. To add a final touch to this card, I am going to add some spritz of water to this white pigment ink. And then from there, I'm going to use my paintbrush to add a few taps of snow. splatter, spatter, whatever you want to call it, to my card. After that, this card is complete. Now it's on to card number 2. For my second card, I used scrapbook.com snowflake stencil to create my embossed background. So I basically repeated the first steps that I used to create the first background. The only difference is for this panel, I added a piece of cardstock to the sandwich. So again, I encourage you to play around with your sandwich as you are creating your embossed backgrounds. For my sentiment, I die cut the Joy sentiment using the Joy word die set. And I also used scrapbook.com snowflake die set, one of my absolute favorite die sets. I love this set. So I selected 2 snowflake dies and I die cut them from gold metallic cardstock. The embossed background and circle are already adhered to my card base, so now I'm just positioning the snowflakes and the sentiment on my card. Once I'm happy with the placement, I'm then going to adhere them to my card. Now, for extra dimension, I decided to add an extra layer of cardstock to the back of my sentiment. I'm then going to adhere the sentiment to my card, and then it's on to the next step. I decided to use scrapbook.com's Word Fetty Fa La La stamp set, and I stamped and cut out the Making Spirits Bright sentiment, and I'm going to adhere it to my card. Once I'm done, I decided to bring in some white paint and I used some water just to thin it out some, and I'm going to use my brush to apply the splatter to my card. And this card is complete. Now you may be wondering why I decided to use paint this time for splatter, and I'm going to show you. So when I use the pigment ink to apply splatter, as you see right here, once it dried, it became more subtle as opposed to me adding paint, which stands out more boldly. So either one is a great option. It depends on what look you want to go for with your cards. Do you want to go bold or subtle? That is the question. Thank you for joining me on today for day 4 of my Merry Craftsmas series. Again, as always, I can't thank you enough for your support. Please don't forget to subscribe, click the thumbs up button and the notification bell, and don't forget to check out my blog at thediaryofbellerose.com. I am sending you love and a whole lot of hugs. Until the next crafty project, please take care.